Awesome, Trent. So, yeah, let's plan on meeting. Does next Tuesday work best for you, Tuesday or Wednesday?
Let's do Wednesday.
Wednesday? Awesome. And you guys are Central Standard Time, so does...
I'm Mountain Time.
You Mountain Time?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm in Utah.
Perfect.
Sandy, Utah.
That makes it a lot easier on me then. Sometimes
Yeah.
I mess up those time zones. So,
Yeah.
let's shoot Wednesday. Let's shoot for 11 o'clock. Does that work for you?
11, yeah, that should be fine.
Awesome.
That's right after role plays.
That works. That's perfect. We do the same thing.
Oh.
Actually, Tuesdays. So,
Nice.
okay. That works for me. And what we typically do, I know you guys are in Utah, so we'll plan on getting out there in person for you. But for this first meeting, we typically do like Microsoft Teams meetings. So I'll shoot over a Teams meeting link for you. What's a good email? I'll just send it over right now.
It's trent.mathis@unishippers.com.
Trent.mathis@unishippers.com. Very similar to ours.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, same format.
Perfect. And you're familiar with Microsoft Teams, right? Zoom,
Yeah.
Teams, all those things.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
used it once or twice.
Perfect. Well, if you have any technical difficulties, just let me know. But we'll plan on catching up Wednesday next week. And really, let me just play it forward for you so you understand kind of like what the flow of this thing typically looks like. So next week, the plan is really just to, have more of a dialogue to understand different facets of your guys' business, really the in-to-out process, so I can ask a few questions about you guys, make sure you understand what we do over here. From there, typically we move on and, we'll put together the numbers, we call it cost analysis and proposal over here. Normally to do that, we typically work off the last, call it 30 days of shipping data or invoices. So is that something you could snag usually the last couple of weeks, 4 weeks of invoices?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay, gotcha. And if I don't see those, because I'd love to start working on it to get an idea of where we're gonna land on this thing. So if I don't see them, call it by Friday. Is it okay if I just give you a buzz and remind you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Awesome. That's super helpful. And then really from there, pretty easy going. I'll start working on some of the numbers to make sure we kind of have an idea of the direction on this thing. But if anything comes up on your side, definitely give me a holler, let me know so I can kind of work with your schedule or answer any questions that may come up. But last question for you, Trent. If we're able to look at this thing and, solve some of the solutions that I've talked about on your guys' shipping, and then overall we're able to save, typically we try to shoot for like 8 to 10% cost savings. Is there any reason you guys wouldn't be open to switching the FedEx over to Unishippers and UPS?
I don't see why not.
Gotcha. And that's a pretty easy transition for you guys. I know you've worked with UPS in the past, so it's not something huge and out of the blue, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're familiar with the driver.
Gotcha. Perfect. And the reason I ask, I just like to know kind of where we stand on these things before putting a ton of work into it, because it does take a lot of resources on my end, and normally I like to pull a few different team members in. So
yeah, no worries.
Just wanted to cross my T's and dot my I's there. So awesome. Well, any questions from you, Trent? Anything on your mind?
No. We'll see what you guys come up with.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, hey, I appreciate the opportunity. Look forward to meeting with you next Wednesday. And like I said, things go well next week, we can plan on getting out there in person, maybe take you to lunch and kind of go through some of the numbers that work for you.
Cool. Yeah.
Hey,
sounds good to me.
Done deal. Well, I appreciate it, Trent.
Okay. Sweet.
Talk
Thank
next
you.
week. I was like a mixture of ending a first appointment